What's good, guys? This is Vahography. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. The Nikon Z F right here, right now, guys. This is my first official video with the Z F. Today we're gonna be semi-reviewing it. We're gonna take some pictures. But today's theme, brand new camera, modern tech, latest camera with old lenses, with an old lens. Helios 44-2, an old Russian lens. I'm thinking maybe 40, 50-year-old lens with an adapter right here. Shout out to MKE Shoots on Instagram. Man, thank you for a killer deal. I'm gonna tell you the story on how I ended up buying the Nikon Z F. But first, man, shout out to you. Thank you for giving me a deal. He knew who I was when I showed up, saw the deal on OfferUp, and it was a great experience. He's like, hey, I know you. You're the YouTuber Vahography. Here's a little story on how I picked this thing up. I was at Yamava Casino, Resort and Casino out in San Bernardino, Dragon Link, you know, happy and prosperous. Yeah, I'm happy and prosperous with the ZF, right? The story is, I went there with a buddy, and I'm like, I'm gonna put $100 in a slot machine, Dragon Link slot machine. If I hit over $2,000 on this machine with the $100, I'm buying a ZF tomorrow. So I stuck the $100 in the machine. It was up about $1,200 in the machine, and then I got a hand pay, $2,175, something like that. Like I said, happy and prosperous Dragon Link. And the next day, I went and ordered a ZF. And then I'm surfing the net, and I see this OfferUp posting from MKE Shoots. I was like, wait a minute, only 1,000 clicks on the shutter? Let me hit him up. Sure enough, I got a deal, like a brand new camera, and that's how I own the ZF now. I canceled my order from the retailers, and this is brand new. This was a purchase about a month and a half ago, so I couldn't be happier. Thank you, Yamava Resort and Casino, for that jackpot. The ZF is mine. So anyway, in this video, we are going to use the old lens with the brand new ZF camera. We're gonna do some street photography shots. We're gonna walk around and just have some fun, guys. I'm in love with this thing already. I've shot a handful of shots, but I love the features. The combination of a retro camera with modern tech. I mean, I feel like I have a miniature Z9 in my hands with retro style features. I was on my way here to the Tesla supercharger. My car needed charge, and guess what? I stuck this thing in a compartment on the Model 3 Tesla. Fits right in. It charges via USB-C port, and I was charged up at 100%. My camera was 100%. That's away from prying eyes. You could just charge it on your way to a shoot, and you always have 100%. I love that feature on the ZF. Just charge as you go, you know what I mean? Who needs multiple batteries, right? Anyway, I'm excited. We're at a Tesla supercharger, charging the car, charge the ZF via USB-C, and we're ready to rock and roll. Come with me. We're happy and prosperous. We're gonna have some fun today. Let's take some shots. Let's go. Hey guys, check this out. Cybertruck. One of the first times I'm seeing one in person. Like it? Good? You gonna get one? No? Rock and roll. Right off the bat, when I held this thing in my hand for the first time, first thing I noticed was the heft, quality materials this camera's made from. Now, a lot's been said about the handling of the camera. You know, this camera has a purpose, but know that it's not going to feel like your traditional, you know, unibody Z9 or a bigger camera like the Z8. And by the way, guys, just in case you're curious, you can control like the shutter speed, the aperture, like a traditional camera with these dials. You don't really necessarily need to use the retro dials on top. You could even customize a button to control the ISO. I want to apologize right now, because when this thing was announced, I made a video really upset, but I've changed my tune, and I just want to apologize because this thing rocks. More videos on the way, guys. Don't you worry about that. Remember the knock files episodes? Well, I'm gonna mount the knock on this thing. We'll do an episode with that.
Feel like rocking and rolling.
Honestly, I haven't been this excited for a camera in a long time. I've never owned a Nikon camera with a flippy screen, and now I do, and it's going to come in handy for vloggraphy videos, guys. I even like this little display here. You just slide it this way, and you're in black and white monochrome mode. Oh, just look at the front of the camera. That's very, very nice. And if you notice, there's a little bit of noise inside when you're moving the camera around a little bit. That's the IBIS system on suspension. That's normal. Your camera's not defective. Now it's time for some images. This is the very first time I'll be using the Nikon Z F. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint. It's so fun to use. This camera makes me slow down and appreciate photography, capture the world, street photography, just composing the shot. And now with this first review on vloggraphy, I'm using an old Helios 44-2. It's a 58mm f2 lens, manual focus lens with a lot of character and crazy bokeh. I got focus peaking on the camera. As you can see here, a color photograph and a black and white. You flip a switch and you're on monochrome mode. Man, I'm telling you, I haven't felt this way about a camera in a very, very long time. It's fun. The Z F is fun to use for my personal photography, even in the future for my professional photography. It's jam-packed with amazing new tech in a retro package. Earlier I said this is kind of like having a miniature Z9 in my hand. I'm not talking about megapixels. I'm talking about just the functionality, the new autofocus, the new processor, the feel of the camera, the EVF. Just look at how clean these shots are. Very, very low light. With this amazing IBIS system on the Z F, you can shoot at low ISO and a very slow shutter speed and obtain shots that are in focus. Just look at this shot right here. I'm at probably 30th of a second or less. Let me crop in here and you can see that the image is sharp. Yes, even with this old Russian lens. Can you imagine if I had a top Z lens on here? Look at the detail of the house. This is nighttime photography, low ISO and a slow shutter speed. This is handheld, no motion blur. We weren't able to do this in the past, and now we are. I put together a video recording with the Z F for the first time, 4K 24 frames per second, handheld with IBIS. Enjoy the video. You like it? You like it? You like it? Good, good. You gonna get one? You gonna get one? No? Rock and roll. Hey guys, I'm happy with the Z F, and hopefully I'll be prosperous too with the Z F. Hey Buddha, what's going on?